Look at the sheer volume of people, cars, and street vendors moving through a space like this. Millions of interactions are happening all at once. Who actually organizes all of this chaos? When you have millions of residents stacked together, you generate highly specific neighborhood-level problems. One street might have a severely blocked drainage pipe, while the next block over is dealing with a burnt-out streetlight. State leaders sitting in a capital city hundreds of kilometers away cannot possibly spot that broken pipe or know that your street is suddenly dark at night. A sprawling, densely packed city requires a dedicated, on-the-ground team to handle the physical realities of millions of people living side by side. Look at this animated pyramid showing how government power is structured in India. The very top peak represents the national government. Below that is the state government, handling broader regional duties. But down at the wide foundational base, physically closest to citizens, is the local government. Pushing power downward from the top of the pyramid to that local base is called decentralization. Just like water flowing down a series of steps, the authority to make choices is handed down directly to the community level. In 1992, India passed a law called the 74th Amendment Act. This specific rule guaranteed that urban areas, our towns and cities, would legally have their own local governments. Because of that downward shift in power, your neighborhood has the legal authority to fix its own roads and clear its own drains without waiting for permission from the state capital. Urban areas come in vastly different sizes. A local government has to shapeshift to match the exact population it serves. For cities with over 10 lakh, or 1 million residents, the governing body is a municipal corporation. Despite the name, this is not a private business. It is a massive government entity equipped to handle a sprawling metropolis. For medium-sized cities and large towns, with populations sitting between 1 and 10 lakh, the managing body shrinks down to a municipal council. And for smaller areas with under 1 lakh people, places rapidly transitioning from rural villages into urban towns, we rely on city councils, also known as Nagar Panchayats. Whether an area is a towering megacity or a developing market town, the government structure is perfectly scaled to match the complexity of the people living there. This map shows how a large city is divided internally. To ease management, it fractures into smaller grids called wards. Residents vote directly for a ward councillor, who acts as a local representative, giving a voice to your unique problems. Above all the councillors sits the mayor. The mayor is elected to oversee the big picture for the city as a whole, but the city also relies on a municipal commissioner. Unlike the mayor, the commissioner is an administrative manager appointed by the state government, not elected by voters. The elected mayor and councillors decide what new policies the city needs, like a new park or better drainage. The commissioner then takes those decisions and manages the budget and the workers to physically build them. Effective local governance requires exactly this balance. The local citizens elect the visionaries, and the state provides the technical experts to get the job done. This local government maintains the physical infrastructure you interact with every single day: the public buses you ride, the tap water in your kitchen, and the trucks clearing your garbage. Providing all those services requires funding. That money comes straight from the community through local revenue streams, like property taxes and water charges. Because the local body has limited resources, it relies on citizens doing their part. Simple civic duties, like accurately segregating your wet and dry waste at home, save the city massive amounts of time and money. If something does break down, you have the tools to flag it. Using grievance apps on your phone or directly contacting your counselor, you can immediately report a burst pipe or an illegal garbage dump. The local government is an active partnership. The street sweepers and engineers can only keep the city moving if citizens communicate clearly and handle their own daily responsibilities. When that partnership between the local government and the citizens succeeds, you get highly functional, organized urban spaces that serve millions of people safely. Decentralization ensures that the power to improve your environment sits right outside your front door, instead of being locked away in a distant state capital. So take a look at your own street tomorrow. If you had to report an infrastructure issue,